Good evening, everybody. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart here on July 4th, 2021. We had some positive action earlier, and after the start of the new day here, we're having a little pullback. So not necessarily anything to worry about quite yet, but not exactly what the bulls wanted to see. This chart is still stuck between the two paths, either the yellow path up bullishly or the red path down bearishly. It looked like it was getting set up pretty well to play out this yellow path with this A, B, and we're looking for a C up here somewhere in this red box. We haven't quite hit that yet, so I'm not too convinced that that move upwards is over yet. However, if we break down too far here, and especially if we break down below this low, then we are going to be in the red count pretty much. Nothing is guaranteed in this market because it's just so choppy, but below 32.7 is very bad for the bulls. That pretty much eradicates this ABC up possibility, so definitely hoping to hold that. We are currently, if this was going to do like an ABC up within C, something like this, there's our A, here's our B, and we're waiting for C up. This would be about the extent of where we would want it to go, because it's right about this 0.5 fib. Yep, so the move up, 0.5 fib is right there at 34.3. So that's a very nice place for B to end. It could extend down a little bit further and maybe test this zone here, more like 33,800, somewhere in there, and still be valid for a B within this move. And then if that is what it's doing, then we can project upwards from here a little bit more accurately. Let's just assume that's already done. It may not be, but let's just assume for now that it is. Then the ideal spot for this to go is that 37.7, which is well within this red box that we had originally drawn. And I can do a new red box here. So if that's an ABC, we're going to go anywhere between the 618 and the 1236 from there. So we can kind of tighten up this expectation a little bit now. Kind of in that dark red box is more where we'd expect if the bottom is in right here with this little B wave down. Again, it may not be. And if we break down below 32.7, then the red count is certainly more what we're looking towards here. This could even be a 1, 2 within this 3 down. That's certainly possible as well, because we sort of had 5 waves down in this one. So that is absolutely still on the table and something we have to worry about. We are not out of the woods yet, so we're looking to break this high to really confirm the yellow count as being the most likely, or to break this low to confirm the bear count as being the most likely. So we're in the range of like tightening up expectations anyway. So here we are. Those are the two levels to keep an eye out. 36.5 above that we are in bull territory, and below 32.7 we're back in bear territory. So that is pretty much the update there. I would refrain from getting too enthusiastic one way or the other at this point. I've said that over and over and over again, and nothing has changed. So we'll just see what we wake up to. Technicals on the hourly are looking pretty good. Actually, RSI really dropped off pretty deeply here on this move down, and the PPO as well is kind of bottoming out. So that is supportive of potentially this just being a kind of a shakeout before the next move up. So, but nothing is guaranteed. So. The other thing to keep in mind, we do have 2 bear gaps on the CME futures from the last 2 weekends where we actually gapped up. This one at 32.2. Let me go to the daily chart. Easier to see on the daily. So the gap at 32.2 really was not a huge one. It really just gapped up to 32.7. Technically it's a gap, but it is pretty small. It may not even matter. And then the new gap that we formed from this weekend was at 33.3, and it gapped up all the way to 35.8, and you can see how much it just dumped immediately after that open of that new candle. So it may just want to spike down. CME could spike this down and fill that and then proceed upwards. That's a possibility, and just something to keep in the back of your mind. So all right, I'm going to sign off, and once again, happy Independence Day to all you Americans out there. I will see y'all tomorrow.